Good morning, everyone. My name is Iwo Igbine. Today's date is March 18, 2026. I'm here to do the measurement of the 1020 system of the EEG. First of my measurement, I'm going to take the landmarks, which is Nasion, Inion, preauricular left, and preauricular right. Okay. These are my landmarks. Okay. Now I'm going to start with the measurement. The first measurement of the 1020 system is sagittal measurement, which is from the Nasion to the Inion. I'm going to take the total measurement, putting my tape on the 0 mark on the Nasion, going through the middle, back to the Inion, from Nasion to Inion. I have 35. Okay, so half of the 35, you can take half of the 35, or you can start with your 1020 measurement by taking 10% of the total mark. So I'm going to take the 10% of the total mark, which is 3.5. Putting my 0 mark on the Nasion, going back 10%, which is 3.5. This is going to give me my FPZ. So putting my tape on the 0 mark on FPZ, going back 20%. This is going to be 7, and this is my FZ. From my FZ, going back 20%, which is 7. This is going to give me my CZ, which is the central CZ. From my CZ, going back again another 10%, which is 20%, which is 7. 20%. This mark is going to give me my PZ. From my PZ, going back again 20%. Let's see what I'm doing. 20%, which is 7. This is going to give me my OZ. And from my OZ down to my Inion, you want to be sure you put your 0 mark on the OZ, going down to my 10% to the Inion. So that's the sagittal measurements. Now I'm going to go to my coronal measurement. My coronal measurement is from the preauricular left to preauricular right. So I'm going to take the total measurement, putting my 0 mark on the preauricular left, going through my CZ, okay, the middle, down to the preauricular left. So I have my 34. Total is 34. So I'm going to do my 10% of the 34 from preauricular left, putting my 0 mark, which is 3.4. Okay, and this is going to be my T3. Okay, my T3. So putting my 0 mark on my T3, going by 20%, which is 6.8. 6.8. This mark is going to be my C3. From my C3, going to periodicular right, passing through CZ, 20%, which is 6.8. This is going to give me my true CZ. From my true CZ, going back 20%, 6.8. This is going to give me my C4. Okay, this is my C4. From my C4 now, going to my periodicular right, 20%, which is 6.8. Yeah, okay. This is my T4. From my T4 to my periodicular right is going to be 10%. So you can measure it to be sure, which is 3.4. So this is my T4. I'm done with my corona measurements. Okay, you can see. Now the next measurement is going to be my circumference. Before I start with my circumference, I have to make a true line on my FPZ, looking from my nasal, the indentation between the two eyebrows, going straight up will give me my true mark for my FPZ. So I'm going to be doing that now. Okay, so this is my true mark. I'm going to place my 0 mark on it to measure my circumference. Okay, putting my 0 mark on, going round through T3, OZ, passing to T4, coming to the FPZ. I'm going to take my total mark, which is 54. Okay, you can see 54. So 54, I'm going to take my 10% from my FPZ, my true FPZ, going down to T3, my 10% of my, first of all, you divide the total by 2, which is 27, and the 10% is 2.7. So 10%, 2.7. Okay, which is going to give me my true FP1. Okay, my true FP1. Now I'm going to, next step is going to put my tape on the 0 mark of on FP1, going to T3, 20%, which is 5.4. This is going to be my F7. F7. From my F7, go to my T3, 20%, which is 5.4. This is going to give me my true T3. Okay, From my true T3, going back again, 20%, 5.4. This is going to give me my T5. Okay, that's my T5. Now from my T5, 20% going to my OZ, 5.4. This is going to give me my true O1. From my true O1 to my OZ to 10%, which is 2.7. 2.7. That is going to give me my true OZ. All right. Now I'm going to go back front to my FP2, FPZ. Putting my tape on my FPZ, going to T4, 10%, which is 2.7. This is going to give me my true FP2. All right, now putting my tape on true FP2, going to T4, 20%, 5.4. This is going to give me my F8. All right, F8. From my F8 going to T4, putting my 0 mark on F8, 20%, 5.4. This is going to give me my true T4. Okay, that's my true T4. So from my true T4, going to OZ, 20%, 5.4. This is my T6. Okay, T6. From my T6 going to OZ, 20%, 5.4. So this is going to give me my true O2. All right, now you can see I'm done with my circumference measurements. So I'm going to go, the next measurement is going to be my parasagittal. We have the parasagittal left and parasagittal right. So I'm going to start with my parasagittal left. So my parasagittal left, I'm going to take it from FP1, the true line on FP1, going through C3 back to O1. So putting my 0 mark on FP1, FP1, going to C3, okay, back to my O1, giving me 24. Okay, 24, my parasagittal is divided by 4, so 24 divided by 4 is going to be 6. So putting my 0 mark on FP1, going through C3, 6. Okay, I think I need to start. 6. Okay, this is the 6th mark. All right, and this is going to be my F3. Okay, that's my F3. Now from my F3, going back 6, this give me my true C3. Okay, yeah, that's my true C3. From my true C3 going to O1, 6. This is my P3. Now I'm going to go to my right parasagittal. I'm going to measure from the front, which is the FP2, going through C4 down to O1. This is giving me 24. Okay, so which is 6. So from my FP2 going through C4, my 6 mark is going to give me my F4. All right, that's my F4. From my F4 going 6 going through C4, which is my true C4. All right, from my true C4, 6 again going to OZ. Okay. All right. This is going to be my P4. Okay, that's my P4. So now I'm done with my parasagittal. All right. So I'm going to go to the next measurement is my anterior measurement and posterior measurement. Before I start with my anterior measurement and the posterior measurement, I'm going to make my true lines. For the anterior, I'm going to make my true line on F8 and F7. Coming from T4, straight line coming from T4. Okay. For my F7, the same thing, straight line coming from T3. So those are my true F7 and true F8. So I'm going to take my anterior measurement, putting my tape on F7, putting my tape on F7 on 0 mark, going through my FZ down to F8. Okay. Put it. Okay, this gave me 22. So 22 divided by 4 is 5.5. So my 0 tape on F7, 5.5. This will give me my true F3. Okay, from my true F3, 0 mark, going through FZ, 5.5. This will give me my true F7. From my true F7 going down 5.5, this will give me my true F4. From my true F4, you can see the same 5.5 to my F8. So I'm done with my anterior measurements. Now I'm going to do my posterior measurements. So the same, I'm going to make my true line coming from T4 half to T6 is a straight line to make my true T6, and then my T5 coming from T3, making a straight line to make my true T5. Now I have my true line. I'm going to put my tape on true T5. Okay. All right, true T5 going to true PZ down to my T6. This is giving me 24, which is 6. Okay, no, this is giving me 24, 23, which is 5.7. Okay. Now I'm going to take my mark 5.7. This will give me my true P3. Okay. From my true P3 going 5.7 is going to give me my true PZ. Okay, from my true PZ, going 5.7, it's going to give me my true P4. So from my true P4, you take the tape 36 or 5.7. So I'm done with my measurement. Now the next one is my A1 and A2, which is the mast located at the mast stud. So this is my A1 and this is my A2. Okay, A2 and A1. So my last measurement is going to be my T1 and T2. So for me to measure my T1 and T2, I'm going to put my tape from my anti-canters to my tragus. So let me take the first one on the left side. So putting my 0 tape on my anti-canter to my tragus. This gives me 6. So 6, and you divide it by 3 is going to give me 2 centimeters, which is from my tragus 2 centimeters, which is this, and then from the 2 centimeters upward 1 centimeter, putting my tape 1 centimeter up, which is my T1. Okay, now I'm going to do the same on the other side, putting my tape on the anti-canters to tragus. 6, taking 2 centimeters and taking 1 centimeter up. Hold on. One centimeter up from my 2, which is going to be my T2. So you can see this is my T2. So I'm done with my measurement. Thank you.